watching Max0r's new video, which is 56 minutes long. An incorrect summary of Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree, Sins and Shadows. Get ready to have your brains mushed. I'm ready.
Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree, is the newest and greatest installment in a series that I can only describe as the
Epilepsy, yes.
flagellation. Recognized and infamous for having such straightforward story and gameplay that there are literally hundreds of YouTubers whose job it is to explain the things that happen in it. Now, suffice it to say, I'm going to be doing a lot of that
The
today.
Fortnite emote.
I can assure you, the accuracy of my statements are generally described as highly questionable at best, as I'm currently being hunted in 39 kingdoms for crimes against information.
Yeah, dude, these hand enemies are the actual devil spawn. They are so annoying.
New Realm of Shadow, where the developers accidentally created an entire new game of content and pretended it was DLC. This novel expansion promises to deliver a whole new world
I still need to play Shadow of the Erdtree.
All the while providing a generous serving of beautiful and breathtaking vistas.
It does look really pretty.
At the same rate as it scares the blood outside of your body. And you would be very surprised just how much one man can bleed. To explore this contrasting land of putrid possibilities, we play as the Tarnished, one of
the
many
Tarnished
insults to God who primarily fight their enemies by drinking a soda that sends your bones into attack mode. Finally sent to the Land of Shadow upon hearing the news that Mohg, Lord of Blood, has beaten the allegations and wishes to sue Twink for defamation of character. All throughout the lands between, our enemies crave the sweet, merciful embrace of death, and for the delicious taste of finely
Happy Thanksgiving.
steel. This is the story of one such Tarnished who chose to heed their harrowing call, to challenge the authority of the very gods themselves.
That's Messmer, yeah.
All-powerful Elden Ring.
Elden Ring. Dude, his editing is absurd. Look at this, bro. Dude. Oh, you think this is bad? Get ready. I bet this is gonna get even worse.
The kind spoke of many things. That the birth of a god oft requires sacrifice. And for each light that dawns, a shadow is cast in kind.
The person who is voicing this is probably a VTuber, I'm not gonna lie.
Apart to the place cloaked eternal in twilight, in search of his birthright, his godhood. And now from you,
It's probably like Foul the Whale or something.
to find the path
Doki Bird.
sanctified by Miquella's stride, to venture with us to the lands of shadow.
What the fuck are you talking about?
A land whose wonders shall never be put to song, doomed to be forgotten evermore. Where the remnants of an ancient
Dude,
war
it looks so cool.
the indignities of defeat and the abandonment of victory. The land under the wings of the dread Lord Bayle.
What?
In the gaze of the beasts, once divine. And cloaked eternally in the ashes of Messmer's flame.
Bro, his editing is always slaps with his editing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look at this, dude. Name one other YouTuber that has this much editing and this much effort put into their videos.
To follow in the footsteps of kindly Miquella, across all corners it may lead, to complete his journey, to witness.
The song is also popping off, can I just say? Less fentanyl, more epic.
Touch the withered arm and journey to the land forgotten. I will not be far behind. May we meet again.
Cool. Cool. Dragon. Curse you, Bayle. Look at that. Spirit Grave Plains. I feel like I've heard this song before. Where's this from?
So after being banished to the literal Shadow Realm, we take our first
Literal
steps into
Shadow
the
Realm?
Spirit Grave Plains, the beautiful and majestic site of a cataclysmic ancient war.
Uh-huh.
Or more accurately, a cataclysmic ancient genocide. You see, I can use my inductive reasoning skills to deduce that, people died here. And we are going to be adding to that total now. So this first enemy in the DLC, and a great choice for beginners. I really like.
Ah, yes.
Never stops pursuing you.
The flaming castle.
Your presence here is fortuitous, for I bear a burdensome quest of grave import. Should you be willing to
fuck, wait a second.
Oh,
Okay, so I have,
Jesus.
greatly misinterpreted his act.
This guy looks so cool, by the way. Can I just say, this guy looks awesome. Yeah, Terraria music as well, I noticed.
This guy is really interested in hearing the lore. Okay, motherfucker, I'm gonna take you out. It's not.
I heard this guy's pretty hard as well. Especially in the beginning.
Now, seeing as my physical safety is currently an open question, we have to equip ourselves with brand new threads every single time I walk into a new place. Yes, I am going to keep the jar on during sex. It comforts me.
It
and by
comforts
hunting a homeless
me.
man to death in the woods where no one will hear me scream. This enables us to explore and investigate all kinds of new and amazing structures that distinctly alter how and where the game is going to kill you.
What?
As well as shaping our interactions with the various local wildlife.
I'm Coyote Peterson, and I'm about to
Dragon.
be alive.
These nuts.
We've got
Coyote
hot dogs.
Peterson. Dude, I used to watch Coyote Peterson. He was the goat. He was awesome.
His life is spent in torment. Fucking Big Bird, apparently. The,
It's my ADHD so perfectly. True. That's what I'm saying.
and of course the,
It tickles me a certain way.
of eternal pursuit.
What is that?
Into fate is bound and your doom inexorable.
Wait, is that real?
This shit is lagging my game a lot. He is the lag monster. Yes, he is the lag monster.
The ultimate lag form.
My computer thanks me for rendering this
Whoa, whoa,
every
whoa,
day.
whoa.
Wandering erratically in a
Why was it so fast? He installs mods for this, right? For sure. That's definitely like a mod, right? For him spawning 3 of those guys in.
given direction. We probably take shelter in a random cave, only to realize that that
I
was
did.
a horrible mistake.
I did
And that
get it.
this is no random cave. Oh god.
Huh?
Oh god. What the fuck is that thing?
What? What are
Okay, so I ain't
those?
gonna sugarcoat it. The jars are people. We've been killing people this entire time.
The jars are people.
Probably babies too. You can learn this information, and honestly, I would fucking do it again. Like
Awesome.
my brother in Christ. You firebombed Renala's preschool. Do you think anything is going to phase me at this point?
We did do that, yeah.
This is what happens to your body when you smoke pot. I cast
What?
deathlight on myself. Oh, please, not the jar. Anything but the jar. I don't think you know the
Anything but the jar. He does. Yeah, okay, he's saying it right here. He does not know what that implies. They don't know the implications of this.
implications of that one, Elden Ring. Miyazaki's into some freaky shit. Exiting
True.
the confines of the Cobalt
I can
Mines
tell.
with the status of the extremely cracked out monkey boss still in debate. For the Simian race,
Virgil?
knows not the authority of God's light.
In Elden
We
Ring?
made our way far to the west, venturing
Yeah.
beyond the border of the grassland, before setting foot upon the majestic steps of Belurat, scorched city of umbral secrets,
Belurat.
cursed camp of forgotten grace, and
This place
first
looks
legacy
sick.
dungeon of the DLC. Which unfortunately means that this is the easiest dungeon of the DLC. Please keep that in mind when you're fighting the giant scorpions. As a revered guest of this troublesome town, it's up to us to investigate exactly
down
what
the-
happened
wait,
to
what?
Belurat and why it was.
But I
incredibly
love Max0r's videos.
Following
He's
the
awesome.
footsteps of Nikolai as he gets lost for the next 40 minutes and accidentally ends up inside the sewer system. Miyazaki
Cool.
designs my favorite Indian burial grounds.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Green Giant was never the same.
Place looks like
after he
Belarus Trust. It does.
Getting back to the site of grace in a very green fashion, we decide to visit my grandma because she is old and has dementia.
Who are you? What are your kind doing here?
I'm your grandson, silly.
Your kin. Burnt Belurat. Burnt it all until naught remains but ash. 1,000 curses upon your kin. 1,000 curses.
Oh,
to the
you're
rock
so funny, Grandma.
You're so funny, Grandma. This is great so far. I'm loving this so far. His editing is so over the top.
That's a lot of spiders.
These are scorpions, Reese. They're
I
geniuses.
wouldn't-
Oh, wait, I recognize this song. This is from Xenoblade 2, I think.
Kyle, don't move.
I still need to play that. I really want to play Xenoblade 2.
Oh, thanks for telling me not to.
Thousand,
move.
I say.
There was a scorpion jump scare up there.
That's a good clip right there.
Squidward and Reese. Yeah, it's the battle theme for Xenoblade 2.
Okay, so this enemy just doesn't fuck around. He's got a moveset that's pretty fast. Not really sure.
Pretty fast. I still need to finish Xenoblade 2, dude.
Hey guys, can you come over here for a sec? I think I
I'm
found
gonna
a
play like a handful of hours. Bug jump scare.
I love the vomit pit. I'm such a big fan of the vomit pit.
I love going to Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, cool. It's
Bum, bum, ba-dum.
the severed hand weapon. Nothing,
Cool.
nothing touches the heart faster. I say as I rip open your chest cavity. That guy's got a fucked
Cool.
up name, by the way. We gotta put this guy. We gotta put this guy out of his misery. We just gotta fucking kill this guy.
We just gotta kill him.
Just fuck him up with hammers.
This is so cool. This is awesome. Belurat. This is the lion boss fight.
Oh, horn-decked beast, from higher sphere delivered. Awake, O terror, by the gods' decree endeavored.
That's not what we're doing though.
The filth with thy wrath and fury rendered.
But that is true, that is true.
Dance and cavort.
Cavort.
Thou may. Their bones, their flesh are thine to flay. Thou hast trespassed for the final time.
He looks so cool.
My grandson.
So
Dude.
she does remember.
She does remember. Dude.
Welcome everyone to the first major boss of the DLC, Divine Beast Dancing Lion, who is not an actual lion,
Cool.
but are in fact two very coordinated people inside of a big suit, presumably so they can.
Wait, oh,
sneak
it's
into
two
a movie
people?
theater.
Somebody is like grabbing him with the Gmod physics gun and attached a couple thrusters to him.
Dancing Lion is the perfect introduction to this game's DLC bosses, both functioning as a difficult challenge for the player and also as a massive warning sign, because this shit is not going to get any easier for you.
Dude.
I'm having difficulties killing Mr. Beast.
The
Perhaps you
Mr.
should make little
Beast.
videos like mine. Starting out the fight in Phase 1, the Divine Beast is actually a very manageable foe, offering us a pretty decent hurdle in terms of timing and aggression, but a less decent hurdle when it comes to his incredibly funny cameramancy. This, however, is
Cameramancy.
into what
Oh,
fearsome
no.
and frightening assaults like
Nothing will ever be as bad as the Nameless King from Dark Souls 3. We might have bad bosses. Well, not bad bosses, but like bosses with bad camera-ing, but nothing will ever beat the Nameless King's first phase when he's on the dragon. No.
just around the corner. And after a brief yet exhilarating bout, Divine Beast finally enters Phase 2 by channeling the power of the
That's so cool.
entire atmosphere.
The
Gaining access to
entire
three related
atmosphere.
yet distinct elemental phases, each one an absolute wrecking ball to both my health bar and this video's bitrate.
Wait, he has
With the lightning phase
multiple?
adding a great deal of range and aftershocks, the frost phase adding big stumps and punishing damage, and the storm phase adding in 50 tornado sirens.
The
Jesus Christ,
storm
I'm fucking
phase?
Going from an ostensibly straightforward battle to a ruthlessly engaging and
Mr. Beast, when he loses the allegations, true, he just becomes like a dancing lion.
unpredictable gauntlet. Switching
Just becomes
between
an Elden
all
Ring
manner
boss.
of elements to keep you on your toes while giving you precious few moments to breathe or reciprocate. Because by the time you've gotten used to an element, he is already switching to the next one. Greatly
Cool.
compounding even further into the fight when the Divine Beast
I thought he
shifts
only
into
had,
a method-
dude, okay, I thought he only had, I thought he only had electricity. I didn't know he had the other two.
Of every element back to back, forcing you to flee in abject terror while the boss channels the power of the 4 elements. And number 2 will shock you. So despite and because of this chaos, Divine Beast Dancing Lion is an absolutely peak fight, balancing out explosive violence with a myriad of openings, each one gated by the guesses and gambles that you are willing to take. And I just so happen.
Pepperoni pizza, are you proud of me? I love pepperoni pizza. It's one of my favorite flavors of pizza. I think it is my favorite.
So after defeating our enthusiastic celebration of Chinese New Year, we ascend to the very peak of Belurat's Twisted Tower, bathed in the stunning presence of the Shadow Tree.
The Scadu tree.
Its sweeping stairs before finally reaching the mailbox. How did you get a letter up here?
Tarnished. I hope this letter reaches thee unscathed, for it would be treacherous if that weird lion downstairs woke up. Beyond the tower sealed by shadow lies a place known as the Gates of Divinity.
Gates of
Surely,
Divinity.
This is the ultimate goal of kindly Mikola. And thus, if we are united in common cause, it is there that we must head.
I don't know you.
Follow the crosses of Mikola East to the grim castle of Ensis, and beyond there to the Shadow Keep. Surely, it is there that our answers lie. I await an audience with thee, should fate follow thy arrival. Love you, Pookie Bear.
Oh.
So after entering the Mushroom Kingdom and receiving a letter from Bowser, we decide to take a break from our
letter
DLC
from
duties
Bowser.
by pushing the character creator to its absolute limits beyond the boundaries of God and man.
Awesome.
He's just so beautiful, like a sunrise over the crashing waves. Subs, wandering merchant of the energy drinks, literally allows me to
Lean.
by creating funny builds and characters based on each of their terrifying flavors. And ever since then, have been begging me to stop. So if you want to know more about how to get energy delivered at a low price, this might not be the right video. Okay, so the first thing on our list is going to be lean, which
lean. It's one of the flavors.
Joe Biden on it, because if they did,
these are actual. These are actual flavors, by the way.
Actual cease and desist letter from the Department of Homeland Security.
Wait,
it would
what?
Be really bad if that hypothetically happened. Raw meat. Going to be a bit of a big boy today. Has a lot of meat inside of him. I'm taking that to the extreme, by the way. This man has no room for bones. AFK sleep support. Going to be using an arcane sleep build. He doesn't actually do any damage because of his lack of negative side effects.
Awesome.
Not really sure what you're supposed to do with this one, honestly.
Pizza Tower
the
OST.
Official Max0r cup, who is unfortunately invisible because you do not know what it looks like yet. Stay tuned.
Oh wait, he's gonna have his own cup. Oh wait, that's awesome.
On this guy. And last but not least, we have code Max0r with 0 for 10% off GamerSup's purchases, who has a lot of stamina because he is just so healthy.
So healthy.
Inside the description of the video. Just please do not tell GamerSup's that I'm making this. It's going to be our little secret from now on.
Okay. Cool.
Grand Castle of Ensis. We immediately get distracted with random caves because this game has content again. Can I just...
This game has content.
You know the item is going to be good when it's placed next to 20 explosives. So we make our way over to the scariest location in the entire game, featuring a wide variety of hilarious jump scares and funny skeleton boss fights.
Fans!
What the fuck kind of crack they got in the Paris catacombs? You know the item is going to be good when it's placed next to the giant bloodstain. Okay, look, I get this game is supposed to be hard, but I can't iframe the ceiling. So after
iframe the ceiling.
The ball crushing facility, we decide to head south to one of Elden Ring's characteristic,
there is no context,
extremely high thermostat dungeons, where the boiling magma can best be described as a minor inconvenience. Me enjoying the coolest
yeah.
of my life. Yeah, lava in Elden Ring is just like not a big deal apparently. The water's fine, guys. I don't know what you're complaining about.
The water's fine.
What?
Bayle!
Is this homeless man okay?
My contempt for you is nigh but poetic, like that of the great American novel, Moby Dick!
What?
Do you need a hospital?
Just you wait, for I, Egon, will be
Egon. That is such a cool name.
Oh, thanks for the directions, man. Following in the footsteps of the nearest homeless man, we blindly and uncritically follow his directions straight into 4 hours of hidden content. This is going to be a theme in the future, including his directions.
Just a hot bath, it is.
Directly into a bottomless pit.
Awesome, as you do.
That is false advertising. Egon gave me some crazy fucking edibles.
Oh, who's this? Oh, he looks cool.
It was around this time that the game began subtly suggesting to me that I may wish to come back at a later time.
Yeah, as it does.
Oh.
What was that? What was that weapon that he got? What was that called?
And I chose to ignore it.
Dragon Hunter's Great Katana. Yeah.
Oh. Oh, this isn't a good place to be. Welcome back, Caelid. We missed you.
Welcome back, Caelid. Oh no.
Trying to prevent me from getting here. I just can't get over the fucking...
The sheep?
It looks like a joke. Welcome back, Godskin Noble. We missed you.
Godskin
We got some
Noble.
crazy lore implications right here. Really can't wait for the VOD video on this one.
Bro. Oh. Grave of the Great Dragon.
Is he okay? Does he need a fucking aspirin?
Tarnished one.
Hi.
Do you hunger for the soul of a dragon?
Released Caelid
For
2.
communion with the beating heart of a beast.
Those are kind of expensive, lady.
Then, in exchange for your soul offered to the Drake Flames,
The Drake Flames.
Power far beyond what you can imagine, greater than even the... Are you listening to me?
Soul sold.
Never mind, fuck it.
Girls implying that she actually had to ask. Heading on further over the dragon's extremely detailed feat. This is Miyazaki's
Awesome.
vision, guys. You can't make fun of it. We
This
are
is
greeted by the
Miyazaki's
beautiful and enthralling
vision.
landscape of the southern coast, realm of contrasting colors and majestic saffron.
This
shores.
looks so pretty.
Except the landscape here isn't actually yellow. I'm just fucking with you.
Wait, oh wait, it's only blue? Wait, I actually thought it was yellow. That's really good. Again, really good editing on Max0r's part.
Filling our hearts with a profound sense of astonishment and amazement. Holy shit, what is this? Oh, there's a blue area. Oh my god, it's fucking.
Oh wait, it is red as well.
This is a really
TF2.
Can't wait to see what
TF2
amazing
reference.
enemies live in this up.
Oh, not the death birds, dude. I used to hate this enemy in the original game. They were so annoying.
God, not you again. This is
Not you again. That's what I'm saying.
Welcome to the southern coast, a land
Cool.
comprised of many distinct areas, each with their own unique and stunning color schemes, including but not limited to the Crimson Countryside,
The Saturation.
the Max0r Abode, the Funny Finger Family, and of course
Funny
the
Finger
secret
Family?
green area that no one will tell you about. This one is a Max0r video exclusive. Moving
What
on
is
through the red
that?
part of the map while ignoring the various color combinations, we decide to take shelter in the local torture dungeon, where we can find the
As one does.
undisputed best item in the entire game.
What's that?
The ability to
What is that?
scream. We did this for like 10 minutes.
Just do what I do when I have problems.
Oh, okay, so this is the this is the boss. Oh no, I am.
Oh, Witches of Hemwick. Oh no.
This man's got confidence.
A lot of Radons. It was. It was like at least like
Now,
3 or
out of
4
every
Radons.
horrifying area that we've seen in this game, the southern coast definitely takes the cake in terms of visual splendor, consistently capturing the player's imagination and attention to the detriment of everything else. There are so many beautiful things to see around here, and the only thing that could make it better was if all of them didn't want to kill me. Usually with a
Yeah,
very
as Elden Ring does.
easy.
Very pretty, very deadly.
You fucking, you okay, man? You look kind of. I appear to have
Virgil.
made a friend.
Friend. 5 Radons.
So after engaging
At least
in a
5.
great deal of monkey business, we ride to the east of the Cerulean coast, past the glowing cross where Mikola abandoned his foreskin or something. I don't know, I'm not a
What?
expert. And pacing along the beach with a suspicious amount of fingers before finally reaching
Fingers.
our mysterious destination.
I hate the hands, dude. They're so annoying. Oh.
And immediately wanting to go back. I am okay with allowing it to remain mysterious.
Holy. Jesus Christ. What is all this?
It's the Finger Family.
The Finger
We
Family.
found the Finger Family, dude.
That's so pretty.
What?
These are the Finger
What?
Ruins, where Miyazaki, uncontent with his weird foot fetish, has decided to move on to the next best thing. And even more disturbing
through
than that,
all this
these
and-
ruins are elusively occupied by the funny Suckmen, who
The
I spent
Suckmen?
40 minutes getting sucked by because this
Huh?
area is just so difficult.
Excuse me?
Oh my god! What the fuck are you? That is... I'm just going to...
In-game.
forget this
Oh,
myself,
in-game,
since
in-game.
Committing to the bit has led me to places that I would not go with a gun.
What are these things?
Heading on over to the southernmost edge of the Cerulean coast, or hypothetically, some other color, we encounter this mysterious giant hole, which, upon further investigation, goes into the ground.
Uh-huh.
Why is his scream so lifelike? And after a considerable fault in navigation, we descend
Bottomless
further into
pits.
the arcane abyss before finally revealing the secrets within.
The Succumen because he sucks?
Domain of remarkable revelations and sleepy subterfuge, full of enemies that want nothing more than to give us a nice nap for the rest of our lives, as well as the immortal footprints of the Empyrean Nicola forever inscribed on this enduring cross. I abandon here my love. Yeah, Nicola, I've been there too. I wish I could throw Stephanie into a giant pit. Okay,
What?
actually though, that is genuinely concerning. Like, can I have it? This
Can I
is the
have it?
Epi Zone. You can tell because of how relaxing it is, especially
It
when
is.
comes
It
to
looks
the,
like it. It looks
giant
relaxing.
slug ASMR. This is just genuinely unpleasant to hear. But you know what isn't relaxing? Literally everything else. I am here significantly before I'm supposed to be. Heading further into the mangled mausoleum, we uncover a new weapon with a new status effect called Eternal Sleep.
Eternal
which, in my personal
Sleep?
experience, can be applied to most weapons. So after
What?
experimenting with a lot of opiates at the hands of the local drug dealers, we encounter a sedated sorority of animals, engaged together
What?
in a sleepover so good that they will
Noah's
never
Ark.
wake up again. And I'm gonna say what nobody else is willing to say.
POV.
America has a fentanyl crisis. First fucking instinct just to kill all the sleeping animals, dude. Like,
if I can target it, it needs to die.
Is this what Noah? Oh, jeez.
accepting the advice of the last guy who died trying, we jump directly
Bro,
into
nuke
gaping
the
abyss with
animals.
Absolutely no regard for the consequences.
POV Noah.
Boom.
What?
Is he okay? Eventually leading us to the
Can't
foundation
even recognize
of the Fisher
myself.
Depths, and in turn, the putrescent night.
Oh.
Welcome back, Tree Sentinel. We missed you. This boss is pretty hilarious, not because he holds
It
his
looks
attacks until the
cool.
death of the universe, although he does do that, but rather
Yeah.
being a literal skeleton riding his own skin, putrid moving away from you during his only attack windows. And also, he's fucking horrifying. No matter what I do,
He looks
I just
cool.
cannot seem to hit him. In the same way that I just cannot seem to interpret what I'm currently looking at. This is what happens to your horse when he survives the glue factory.
The glue factory?
That is not okay. Mom said it's my turn to do the attack.
What is he doing?
Overall, Putrescent Night truly represents the southern coast, both in terms of its intrinsic beauty and its congenital terror, especially considering the fact that you aren't supposed to go here yet, and the game spent at least 2 hours trying to tell me that. This is all
As
to
it
say
does,
that
usually.
I have dug my grave far too deep to climb out now, and the irony of this setting is not lost on me.
Knight of Saint Trina. He looks so cool. Horse slain. Awesome.
Tarnished, do you grow weary of this life?
I feel like I've heard this person.
Shelter from suffering with eternal sleep.
You know, honestly, I wasn't before, but then I looked at you.
By tarnished in my juicy nectar, in the velvet embrace of Saint Trina, you will lie at
Purple drink.
forever.
Matt. Everyone at the same time, just smash.
That just kills you. I guess
Oh,
it was
does
just
it?
all a dream. What a lovely NPC, honestly. So after
it just kills you. Okay, straight up. Okay.
at the hands of the local drug dealers, we decide to head instead to the craggy landscape of the Jagged Peak, which is in fact where I was supposed to go in the first place. A sinister and looming feature of the landscape, visible from almost every
Nectar? I don't know. Don't ask. Don't ask, Janus.
malicious, and home to the funniest wildlife thus seen.
Do not ask.
With our first example being the Jagged Peak Drake, which, despite being a fairly rudimentary fight that we have done 15 times already, implies the existence of a Jagged Peak Josh. I'm just gonna not play this one, honestly. Riding further east along this mountain's broken bluffs and sharp stones, we navigate this dismal and desolate terrain, wondering what stunning content lies just ahead. only to find 2 more of the exact same dragon.
Cool.
prompting me to
Yeah.
immediately terminate my playthrough.
Oh, it's
I hate dragon. They're kind of annoying.
At least I don't have to
Dragoons.
play the game now. It's almost as if the game was specifically trying to prevent me from getting here.
Oh.
God damn it, not this guy again.
Is it Egon?
In my unyielding state of rage, you've made me forget the name of the whale in that book.
It's called
Bow?
Moby Dick.
Oh.
Damn you,
Bow.
Bayle.
Whale. Bow.
Warrior,
Oh, is he? Oh, wait, he's using the dragon katana. That looks so cool.
mighty Drake warrior.
I prefer Kendrick personally.
Upon
Drake warrior.
rotten peak lies a dragon most foul. A dragon who has thus confounded me.
It is Moby Dick.
It's not.
Rotten,
Bayle.
damnable Bayle, king of the Jagged Mountain.
So cool.
Slay him with me and feast on his heart.
You know what? I'm just not gonna
So
tell you now.
cool.
Bayle.
So after listening to the ramblings of a homeless man for the seventh today, we ascend sharply up the mountain, filled with a new sense of motivation and purpose, further and greatly emphasized by the hilarious string of Looney Tunes obstacles. Oh my god, it's the best fight in the entire game! The 15th dragon!
Yeah.
I'm grateful they put this here instead of anything else. Fleeing further upwards, surpassing...
Okay, listen, I like the dragon bosses, not like the overworld dragons. Like the one in the beginning of the game and like the swamp. Like, I just don't like most dragons, but like the actual like main boss dragons, I actually do like.
Geographical possibility. We are carried beyond the height of anything seen until now, to a path covered in naught but rugged rocks and ridiculously violent weather.
Why is the sky on fire?
It's a
Why is the
general party.
sky on
Before
fire?
finally rising to the mighty summit of the Jagged Peak, where we will await the entrance of a mighty foe.
Oh, it's time!
Curse you, Bayle!
His editing's about to pop off. Get ready, Chad.
You will rue this day, for we have come to hunt thee, Bayle. Your fears made flesh. For I will riddle with holes your rotten eye.
Look at this.
With every last drop of my being.
Am I even supposed to be here? Here we are, finally fighting
He's
Bayle,
so
the dread,
cool.
twisted king of the Jagged Mountain, or more accurately, watching Egon fight Bayle for us. And he's doing a really good job so far. Now, if you weren't already disregarding me as an accurate guide, then let this fight
Chicago.
be a lesson to you. Because you are definitely not supposed to win this yet, and I definitely don't care. Genuinely just raw dog this guy for like 4 hours straight.
Awesome.
He wants the epileptics in the audience to just die in real life.
Bayle the Dragon has a dreadful arsenal of attacks, each one requiring their own reactions and responses, with a consistently small margin of error that will keep you guessing for a very long boss fight, and some of the funniest damage that a nuclear weapon is capable of, including but not limited to swipe attacks,
Funniest
grab attacks,
damage,
extremist attacks, and a significant amount of the color orange, making for a battle that is as beautifully chaotic as it is violently explosive. Because Lord knows this boss fight has plenty of that.
You shall know fear yet.
Egon, can you, like, shut the fuck up soon? This battle truly feels
No, I don't want him to shut up.
against the likes
I
of
love
a
his voice
terrifying
acting.
beast, with a mesmerizing barrage of blows whose haunting splendor can only be matched by their daunting power.
Dude.
Especially when the majority of attacks take out half of my health bar. They got
Yeah,
everything right
average
in regards to both
dragon boss.
execution and gameplay. But what I didn't anticipate was that they expect the same out of you, putting our patience to the ultimate test while making for a challenge that is so good I forgot that I handicapped myself. You know
Wait,
what?
what?
Egon? You can have this one. To put it simply,
Bayle.
spent with Bayle the Dread is a thrilling dance between life and death, filled to the brim with the desolation of bitter defeat, alongside the thrill of glorious victory. And I made sure to enjoy every single second of it, as long as it fucking takes.
Look at his dude. This man's editing. Bro. Dude. Holy. Yeah, that was no exaggeration. I think that's some of the best editing that I've ever seen from a YouTube video. Jesus, Max0r.
That took me 20 hours to make. Hey there, guys. Max0r here. Big fan of the concept of music. And as a result of the deal that I made with a wizard, I am morally obligated to alert you that the song you just heard, and this song, was all made by a special artist and friend of the channel, Cthulhu Seeker.
Oh, okay.
That is
I was gonna say.
Crazy composer name, who primarily makes covers that sound like sex with Jesus feels. How is this legal to use? And if you happen to
sounds
be a fan of
really
a game
good.
called Elden Ring, which maybe, then you may be interested in his entire album of synthwave covers specifically for this game, on an actual vinyl record and cassette tape.
That's
available
so
in the
cool.
description for now. Please buy it. It would sound really good if I owned anything. Also, he recently did the exact same thing for an obscure game called Dark Souls 3. So if you're a fan of the music in this video, and
that was the first Souls game that I ever played, by the way. Dark Souls 3 was my first Souls game, and I still love it.
Videos, take a look at Cthulhu Seeker. His stuff can be found in the description.
Is this his music as well? Castle Ensis.
Loathsome Bayle on behalf of the now vaporized
Vile Bayle.
We move on through the Speargrave Plains once again, continuing across the Great Bridge to the Grand Castle of Ensis.
Whoa.
They're very nice people if you get to know them. Impressive and imposing structure, standing
If you get to know them.
the Shadow Keep
If they
beyond.
give you the time.
And also where I was supposed to go in the first place, but for real this time. Very easy to
But
get
for real this time.
Castle Ensis is a bit of a weird location.
I'm feeling things with this song. Holy.
And a great way to tell new players that it is time to stop playing now. Featuring many
It's time to stop playing.
distinct architectural vibes of the once populated Academy of Raya Lucaria, the fate of which I am not currently aware of. Except this time featuring so many impaled corpses that it began to destroy my computer. And the 15 particle effect throwers are not fucking helping right now. Here we can acquaint ourselves with the numerous cracked out enemies strewn about these puzzling paths, as well as the population of the starving dog pit. Every single castle has to have one.
Oh no, I think I've read this in a Bible story once before.
Of its many nuances, right before those nuances, make note of us. I swear to God this guy can be the final boss of this game. You know, I would normally say that this place is pretty cool, but then I found out that they were Redditors. So unfortunately, I have resigned myself to kill everyone inside this goddamn castle, and then move on to the next logical target. Erratically moving onwards in the vague direction of the exit, and acquainting ourselves with the classical Carian hospitality.
Stop. No. He heals.
That is illegal.
That is illegal.
To the very center of the Dread Fortress, and consequently to the formidable Twin Moon Knight.
Oh, I've seen this boss before as well. Rellana. This game is illegal.
Rellana Twin Moon Knight is the very confusingly named Rude Awakening for players of all strides who, in their hubris and pride, thought they would be able to experience the game they bought. Bet you're feeling pretty silly right now. This boss has every single trait that you could possibly consider difficult, with extreme aggression, incredible mobility, an astonishing amount of variation, and to top it all
Oh no, variation kills me. Yeah, and I can tell that she probably has a lot of that with the two swords. She looks like what's that one boss in Dark Souls 3? Pontiff Sullivan.
Magic to make you feel uncomfortable. Meticulously designed in every aspect to induce an instinctive, primordial panic response, and then immediately punish you for it. With the majority of attacks,
I feel like this boss would be so fun to fight.
Which itself can also be
and
extended,
difficult.
so on and so forth. Like, holy shit, dude, please relax for a second. Proving definitively that the most threatening bosses in the game are not dragons, giants, or lions, but are in fact 9-foot-tall women. What did Miyazaki mean by this? Sorry about what happened to your sister, by the way, and your nieces. The divorce really hit this family hard. So after a long series of lessons on how not to be so terrible, Rellana finally enters phase 2 by buffing herself in the
that's cool.
Coolest way that I've ever seen, which
on
top of giving her an excessive amount of fiery fury and magic mavings, enables her to use her ultimate signature carrion sorcery. Her massive balls.
Oh!
Yeah, so this fight's gonna take me a second. I have never had so much fun getting obliterated.
This looks very fun. This looks very fun. Jeez. Does he Sigma? Bro. Princess slain. Hi Koskin, welcome. Someone watches Pirates Offer? I don't.
So, you've made it after all. Then I welcome you most dearly to the land of Shadow Altus.
Scadu Altus.
Golden, beautiful, and yet eternally marked by our sin. Look over there, Pookie Bear.
Please stop saying that.
Please stop saying that.
Fortress known as the
Please keep saying that.
Shadow Keep, an oppressive, towering citadel of a war long won. Or long lost. Though, were it not for the charm that kindly Mikola has placed upon me, I too would rip your heart out and kill you.
Oh.
What?
It is how I show affection, honey. Your objective, as is mine, is to
Okay, who voiced this character? They're doing a really good job.
the confines of the black.
Also, I want to know who voiced Egon, because that voice acting was peak.
Keep, climbing its tallest palisades and reaching the very heart of darkness.
Oh, there he is.
Messmer the Impaler lies in its darkest goon cave, waiting for the embrace of a mother who will never return. He is what is required for us to reach kindly Mikola, for us to witness the power of a living god, for us to finally officiate our marriage.
Yeah.
Excuse me, lady.
Excuse me.
Kindly Mikola was thee who shipped us tarnished.
Yeah?
It must happen. You cannot fix me. And I want at least 12
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna work on the key thing now.
Let's start with the same letter. Scadu Atlas. Or Altus, not Atlas.
Welcome, everyone, to the scarred and radiant landscape of Scadu. Scadu. It's pronounced Shadow Altus. A beautiful domain of golden glades and horrifying hollows, punctuated occasionally by the gigantic bear attacks. Because we have done a very bad job.
Bears are back.
A place well kept within the shadows of the Shadow Keep. And most importantly, fabled home of the ancient and revered
Uncle Dane. That's Uncle Dane.
And no, I do not mean the actual bear.
TF2 reference.
That is different, apparently. I would genuinely be embarrassed if I was killed by this. Like, imagine dying to a bear.
Imagine.
Circle won't stop that monster. I'm running for
Squidward. Squidward. Is this a boss?
heading to the north, we come across this secret cave, leading us to a secret path, very, very far to the east, to the extent that it is disturbing. Before finally reaching the headwaters of the Scorpion River, which is seemingly called that for no particular reason.
Oh, that looks disgusting. Please, calm down.
Favorite selection of enemies here on tour from the charming land of Caelid.
Not Caelid.
It's my enemies. Yes, it's the cum shrimps.
What?
Just, don't go to the Scorpion River, and definitely don't go to the funny Deathblight catacombs that were extremely bugged in co-op.
Oh, you gotta be.
What?
Oh my God. Bro is not okay.
Whoa.
What the fuck? Squidward, if you get blasted, we are going.
Squidward.
What makes you say that?
You guys are freaking out over nothing. What the hell you gotta be afraid of in here?
Thanks, Max.
Always happy to help, buddy. Shadow Altus is home to many a mysterious location, with some of the highlights including such scenes as the Big Fort with a giant dead body pit.
Big Fort.
To get to my favorite location in these luminous landscapes, we must head below the buried ruins of Morth and emerge deep within the confines of the very normal village with a minor obsession with arts and crafts, second only to their obsession with sharpening.
Yes, Dark Souls 3 village.
Watch, he's gonna do it again. There he goes. Oh, there he goes again.
What is he doing? Why is he?
Why sharpening the sword?
Why is he? Is he licking the sword?
He's gonna make sure his sword.
Why is he licking the sword?
Some of that lore-accurate kitchenware. So after a few minutes of watching a bunch of naked men straight up jork it, we follow northwards through the darkest forest in all of
Dark Souls, yes.
Dodging a series of familiar encounters before finally finding ourselves approaching the cathedral of Messmer.
How do you pronounce that?
So here we have a wonderful selection of NPC companions, such as the mentally stable man settling questline, whose purpose is to reveal the secret truth hidden just beyond the stars, eventually unveiling the dark underlying reality sitting within the very heart of the deformed finger dimension.
What?
What the fuck are they putting in Japan's drinking water? We also have this cool guy named he's Sauron. It's literally just Sauron.
Sauron. It's just Sauron.
So after our incredible meeting with the Finger family final boss, we decide to head to the north of Scadu Altus, riding through the ominous Black Gate and into the very, very long tunnel, before finally emerging within the confines of the Shadow Keep. Dark fortress
we're here.
Eternal occupation. Oppressive
Max0r got fingered hard, probably. I think he did.
Specifically, the very bottom of the Shadow Keep. This is just like a genuinely massive game. Like, can I have my life back, please?
So big.
Shadow Keep is actually accessible from two completely different angles. The side entrance, beginning in the church district, leads both high above this tower's soaring walls and down below to a variety of beautiful and diverse each of which I will be returning to when I remember to
next video.
And the main entrance, starting with a steep ascent, leads us into the depths of the Citadel itself. But in order to access this rambunctious route, we have to first prove ourselves against the randomly placed hippo exhibit.
Hippo exhibit.
The fortress is complete without one.
Oh.
What? Every golden hippopotamus.
Keep a hippo in the basketball court, dude.
Oh, never mind. It's super.
Imagine if IRL zoos, in order to enter the zoo, you needed to like defeat one of the enemies, or not one of the enemies. You had to kill one of the animals, and like they just placed like a lion in front of every like zoo. In order to like see the other animals, you need to defeat the lion. It's like rip its heart out.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Super Sonic the Hedgehog.
Shadow Keep is not so much of a fortress or castle as much as it is an insane version of Leyndell. And that was a
Leyndell, really?
Area, with numerous complex interconnected paths.
Oh no.
Outside the castle and within. And outside the castle. And within again. It's really hard to tell if you're getting lost.
This looks like I'd get lost easily.
Welcome to the evil place where all of the bad people live, as opposed to Scadu Altus, which only contains very nice. Here we can familiarize ourselves with Shadow Keep's many distinct locations, and subsequently its very distinct residents, which can range from a series of unique and challenging
my back.
fights, all the way over to the paraplegic gravity wizard riding a pig, which I thought was a pretty fun fight, and
That
would
looks
be
so
even
cool.
more enjoyable if I remembered how I got here. Every single copy of Elden Ring is personalized, and this one is trying to give me a stroke. Miyazaki intended for him to move at that speed. It is just part of the game. Rolling further onward at an appropriate speed.
This isn't even a main boss. Why is the editing so good?
By ascending into the Specimen Storehouse, an amazing and aloft archive containing all of the charismatic megafauna that Messmer the Impaler was very nice to, which is why everyone in Belurat was so welcoming to me. This area is extremely confusing, almost as confusing as my video structure, with some paths guiding us high above this looming library, eventually culminating in the discovery of a secret elevator, one that takes us all the way back down to Scadu Altus again.
Or go back.
So that's how I got here, while others lead to some incredibly important lore revelations.
Tarnished, you're finally here. I have a secret plot twist to tell you that will surely have great story implications.
I just want to have a conversation. How were this many people following me? I blame you for this.
Oh, jeez.
This is it, guys. This is the joke that I've been setting up the entire video. It's time for us to climb the giant feat.
Awesome.
This is a mandatory part of the level. Miyazaki wanted this for you.
Miyazaki wanted this.
Oh, you don't want to know, man. It is a From Software secret. Okay, so it turns out that the bats can't actually hit you so long as you remain in the fetal position. The only problem with this strategy is that you can never escape. This is just my life now. Pot jump scare. I
Pot the jump scare. Dude, look at this, bro. We're not even at the boss yet. Stop it with good animation. Or good editing, not animation. Oh, it's here. It's time. It's time, chat. We're here. Thou tarnished, it seemeth.
Thou art tarnished.
It seemeth.
I'm a snake.
Please
oh, it's Bao! She's here! It's Bao! She's in the video!
Pay attention to him.
Who are you?
I'm a snake.
I'm a snake.
But
it's Bao.
One so bereft of light must know the name.
We love Bao.
Then let it be so. For in the world
I'm a snake.
America was my crusade ordained. Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death.
Cool.
Of Messmer's flame.
Messmer the Impaler.
Messmer the Impaler,
cool.
King of the Shadowlands, and the world's most unfortunate incel, trapped in the darkness of this goon cave.
Oh no, the goon cave.
Stripped of the grace of gold, shall all meet death in the embrace of Messmer's flame. Or so he tells us every single time we die to him. And at this point here, seems kind of bored of it. This is the only major boss fight in the game where the first phase is harder than the second.
Is it?
Moves acting as very thorough explanations. Autism be damned, my man can cook a fucking shish kebab. You see, on a fundamental level, Messmer is both extremely simple and quite complicated. Simple in that we are fighting a straightforward duel with an intuitive yet rapid moveset, and complicated in that
those are the my favorites.
Unique psychological torment, demanding and necessitating a great deal of discipline, where even the slightest hint of panic immediately results in death. This guy just does not know when to stop. It is actually getting funny at this point, almost always engaging us in extremely long combos where every other attack is laced with gunpowder. But if the player is able to dodge his excessive onslaught, Messmer offers generous and ample openings, sometimes in the middle of mix-ups, before winding up another flurry and beginning the process all over again. Which is, of course, assuming that the combo is actually going to end. Messmer, you need to put that snake away. There are children here.
I'm a snake.
I'm a snake.
With hilarious belligerence and range that is not to be underestimated, combined with a large and varying skill set.
Cool.
This makes for a fight that is as beautifully fun as it is incredibly sleek. Messmer has the oppression of Rellana, the spectacle of Bayle, the good looks and charm of Rykard,
Rykard,
the smoothness of Radigan, all coming together in this one ridiculous battle that I genuinely cannot stop playing. No, seriously, I would like to beat it now. Combining to make for an outstanding game of skill with a great deal to love and one very good reason to hate.
Second phase.
No.
I'm a snake.
Can't be happening. I suffered hundreds of years.
Good looks in terms of Rykard.
King of ashes.
Oh no, the music is building up. Get ready. It's gonna pop off again. It's editing time.
Mother,
get ready for epilepsy.
I must be forsaken so. Then forgive me. This one indulgence.
So cool. Oh no. I'm a snake.
I'm a snake.
Let's go.
Soon tarnished, wilt thou be taken in the jaws of the
I'm a snake.
abyssal serpent, shorn of light, over and over again.
Dude. Look at that. This is going goofy levels of hard. Cool. Awesome. No more snake. I'm dead. You could even say he is quite the goofy goober. Max0r is a goofy. Very cool. Ow. It's from Arknight. I played a little bit of Arknight before. Shaman Village. Oh, this is pretty.
I'm maybe halfway through the DLC.
Cool. Dude. Oh, that was such a good video, dude. Absolutely, I think I'd say one of the best edited videos I've ever seen. Easily.